La 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 la. Guess what, everyone? Dave's back! After recuperating for 2 years at the shock of his dad going on a cripple killing spree at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4, Snake's once again gracing ourselves with his presence, but this time on a handheld world of the PSP, was Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Originally titled Metal Gear Solid 5, this interquel is set between the events of Metal Gear Solid 3 and 4. Luckily, Konami decided that all this retconning of sequels gives fans major headaches, and so dropped the number. Peace Walker sees you once again in the jackboots of Naked Snake. Oh, you know, Big Boss, aka Solid Snake's dad. So that, makes my rather pungent intro obsolete then. Anyhow, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker is set in the turmoil world of 1974, where a mysterious military force is creating an underground army in Costa Rica, whom are building not one, but 4 Metal Gear tanks. With the government unable to create an army of their own to fight this menace due to their passive laws, they seek the mercenary employment of Dave Sr. and his newly found Soldiers Without Borders operative to eliminate this threat that could topple the balance between East and West. So you fanboys can rejoice that this story definitely means this game won't have Raiden in it. Whew. Gameplay wise, Hideo's decided to mix things up to the standard fare, so this game is more akin to the co-op sections of Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, where 2 snakes, well, Big Boss has made several clones of himself already, team up to combat obstacles and enemies, and 4 snakes on boss fights. This could be done either locally or via the interwebs. That's if you want to vanquish evil with somebody in Japan, that is. Of course, if you're an antisocial shut-in, you could play the game on your own, but the difficulty is dramatically increased if you do this. For instance, if you die during a mission, it's game over. There are no checkpoints or quick saves here, my laddo. Whereas if you've got a buddy, he can CPR you back to life. Huzzah! Kojima-san wants you to socialise. The other rather cool new addition is if you tire of all the sneaky neck snappery, you can give your hapless victim an ultimatum to have them work for you. Dave Sr. sends him off to his offshore oil rig looking base thing, you know, the setting in Metal Gear Solid 2, where you could train them to develop better weaponry, more effective skills, or even send them out on their own missions. I wonder if those NPCs are also subjected to those unnecessarily long cutscenes as well. My only real complaint to the game is the controls are a little bit fiddly. The aim and shoot controls have been assigned to the shoulder buttons, which is the norm for console games nowadays, but thanks to Sony's genius in not having a second analog stick on the PSP, you're forced to use the face buttons for precision aiming and moving the camera. It might be me, but emulating the analog on digital feels a bit clunky. But I suppose Konami have made the best of a bad situation. But in the end, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker is an awesome game. It's a shame that Konami dropped the 5 moniker from the title, as it's more than worthy of being called a sequel to the series. But best of all, it's something worth wiping that dust off your PSP for. So Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker gets the Guru seal of approval. And yes, I know that Naked Snake's name is really John. No need to write in. It's a joke.